Hey there, Pi Network believers and crypto enthusiasts. Welcome back to Zaki Crypto Update, your go-to source for all things crypto. We cover breaking news, insightful price analysis, and the deep dives you need to stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of cryptocurrencies. Today, we're talking about a project that's been on everyone's mind, Pi Network. The big question, will Pi Network ever truly launch its long-awaited mainnet, or are we doomed to experience yet another delay? Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's jump right into it. So here we are. After months of radio silence, the Pi Network team has finally broken their silence with an official announcement. And guess what? It wasn't the progress report many users were eagerly waiting for, it was another delay. The KELP Know Your Customer submission deadline has now been pushed from the original date of September 30th, 2024 to a new date, November 30th, 2024. Now, if you've been following Pi Network for a while, this won't come as a huge surprise. But for many in the community, this news hit hard. After all, we've been waiting for the open mainnet launch for what feels like an eternity now. The community has become increasingly skeptical about whether the project will ever fulfill its promises. So, is this just another stall tactic, or are we genuinely getting closer to seeing the Pi Network's open mainnet? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the KELP process. KYC is essential for Pi Network's vision of a legitimate, fully functional cryptocurrency, but it's been a real pain point for users. For months, users have reported delays, failed attempts at verification, and a myriad of issues that have caused widespread frustration. Originally, the KELP submission deadline was set for the end of September, but as we've seen, that deadline has now been extended by 2 more months. And while this extension is helpful for those who are still struggling with the KELP process, it feels like the project keeps moving the goalposts. If this process continues to drag on, it could potentially delay the migration to the open mainnet even further. So what does this mean for the long-term health of the Pi Network project? We have to consider this: a large portion of the Pi community still hasn't been fully verified. By extending the deadline to November 30th, the Pi team is effectively buying themselves more time. However, time is a double-edged sword. While they may be trying to ensure everyone has an opportunity to complete KELP, continued delays might erode trust in the project altogether. The million-dollar question is, why is this KELP process taking so long? One explanation is that Pi Network is handling a massive amount of data. We're talking millions of users across the globe, each needing to verify their identity through various documentation IDs, passports, and so forth. On top of that, Pi Network must comply with varying laws and regulations in different jurisdictions. So yes, this is an incredibly complex task, but the community is growing impatient, and rightly so. Now, in Pi Network's defense, they've reportedly made significant progress. According to their latest update, about 6 million users have successfully completed their KELP and have been migrated to the mainnet. That's no small feat. However, with about 4 million users still awaiting migration, and an additional 2 million who haven't even started their KELP process, there's still a long road ahead. What's important to consider is that Pi Network is a global project. The scale and scope of what they're trying to achieve are huge, but the delays have left many wondering if they're biting off more than they can chew. Even with the extended KELP deadline, the Pi Network team insists that the final migration to the open mainnet will happen by December 31st, 2024. They've reassured the community that they're on track and that the migration will be complete before the year ends. But if history is anything to go by, there's room for skepticism. Pi Network has consistently pushed back deadlines throughout its existence, leading many to wonder if December 31st is just another arbitrary date that will inevitably be postponed. Can Pi Network really pull off such a complex migration in just a few months? The clock is ticking, and while the Pi Network team seems confident, there's no denying that the project has a history of delays. Hitting this December deadline will be crucial not only for the project's credibility, but also for maintaining community interest. So what does this mean for Pi token holders? Well, the delays haven't just affected the migration process, they've also impacted the token's price. The Pi.io token, which has been trading on several exchanges, hasn't had the best time recently. Its price action has been bearish, with the token failing to break above the 50-day exponential moving average EMA. Just recently, Pi.io's IOU pair prices dipped nearly 3%, hitting a low of $32.90 on September 26, 2024. The concern now is whether the price will continue to fall. If it breaks below the crucial support level of $32.70, we could see the price drop to $31 before any recovery is likely. On the other hand, if the PIOU token can rebound, it might face resistance at $35 and again at $37. Those are key levels to watch if you're trading or holding PIOU tokens. But with the uncertainty surrounding the mainnet launch and ongoing delays, many traders are adopting a cautious stance. The key takeaway here is that delays and uncertainty are taking a toll on the market's confidence in Pi Network. Until there is more clarity about the mainnet migration and the final KELP process, the PIOU token could remain under pressure. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about another major player in the crypto space, Ethereum. While Pi Network is dealing with delays, Ethereum has been gaining serious momentum. After a slow August, Ethereum has surged by 10% over the last 10 days, bringing its current price to $2,673 as of today. The big question on everyone's mind now is, can Ethereum break through the $3,000 barrier in October? Historically, October has been a bullish month for cryptocurrencies, and many analysts believe that Ethereum could not only reach $3,000, but possibly even go beyond that, to potentially testing the $3,500 range by the end of the year. One factor supporting this bullish outlook is the upcoming Ethereum Shanghai upgrade, which could further strengthen the network and attract more investors. Moreover, on-chain data suggests that long-term holders are accumulating ETH, a bullish signal that could indicate continued upward momentum. However, it's important to keep in mind that before Ethereum rockets up to new highs, we might see a short-term correction. Currently, Ethereum's market value to realized value VERV ratio stands at around 6.5%, suggesting that we could see a slight pullback before the next big rally. But overall, the outlook for Ethereum remains positive, especially as institutional interest continues to grow. As we approach the end of 2024, Pi Network's mainnet migration deadline is fast approaching. While the team has reassured the community that everything is on track, there are still millions of users waiting for KELP verification and migration to the mainnet. If the Pi Network team can't meet this deadline, they risk losing the trust of their community, and potentially the entire project could be thrown into jeopardy. It's essential for the Pi Network team to deliver on their promises, not only to maintain credibility, but also to ensure the project's long-term success. The Pi community has been incredibly patient so far, but with each delay, that patience is wearing thinner. At this point, Pi Network's future hinges on two things: the successful completion of the KELP process and the timely launch of the open mainnet. If they can achieve these two milestones by the end of 2024, the project could regain momentum and cement its place as a serious player in the crypto space. But if there's another delay, it could be a significant blow to their credibility and long-term viability. Meanwhile, Ethereum is set to have an exciting few months ahead. With a combination of strong technical indicators, positive on-chain data, and upcoming network upgrades, the potential for Ethereum to hit $3,000 or even higher by the end of October seems plausible. But as with any market, there are risks, and a short-term correction could offer a better buying opportunity for those looking to jump in. So, where does this leave us? For Pi Network, the end of 2024 represents a make or break moment. If they can successfully complete the KELP process and migrate users to the open mainnet, the project might finally move from speculation to realization. But if they stumble, it could mean a loss of trust and a setback that will be hard to recover from. As always, remember that crypto markets are volatile and nothing is guaranteed. Do your research, manage your risks, and keep an eye on the key dates coming up for both Pi Network and Ethereum. Thanks for tuning in to Zachy Crypto Update. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more updates like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Will Pi Network finally launch its mainnet, or are we in for more delays? And how high do you think Ethereum can go this year? I'd love to hear your opinions. Until next time, happy trading and stay safe out there.